Let's see. Aggressive start. Nilo might be in a bit of trouble here, and he is. Love the move. Flash by Wasso, DGT with a peek, and a smoke down as well to try and slow down the roll here. They are stuck behind this smoke. They're going to CT1 of their own. They're trying to fight up in towards Coffin. Sus, that swing is fantastic, but Max gets two. That's huge. There's a move on the edge of the smoke, which Wasso will find the first. As the bomb spills forward, it's all on the shoulders of Exfoul in a 1 versus 3.
Oh. Spotted. That's unfortunate. He had the drop on Max there. Recency to pull from as well. I think 90 is going to feel so confident in this veto. Opens up nicely. Money-making machine here for Luchov. Going back in for a bit more. He will...
Resmoke. Deep down banana. Needle. Soften up Luchov and Max. Nilo only going to go 1 for 1. It's a very unorthodox double play there by 9Z and towards apartments, but it works.
Not the move. I think with less presence, you know, the flash comes in. You're not going to spot anyone there. You got to rotate quick here, guys. You got to make that decision. As I think the site itself is going to fall. It's all about the retake now.
Yeah, what do they got for us? I mean, it's quite quick, Max in behind here. And actually, as Mayhem spams the smoke, that'll sort of keep Heroic on their toes. They've got to get this bomb down. 6 seconds. This could be denied, then it will be denied. Maybe the retake not even required. Time is run out, and 90s don't even need to fight. And actually, to make matters worse, they could try and get Exfoul after time.
Keep things pretty competitive, and they are looking to apply some aggression here. Heroic in towards Banana, going to get that control. It's a question of what they can do with it. 9Z unafraid to take the fights, really looking to get those individuals working. It's very, very close for Luchov on a couple, but unfortunately not quite going to be there. Max is the one that maybe lets you down with absolutely nothing to speak of in this round. 5 on 3 like that, I think you just save.
Bomb has been planted.
I think you're right. They'll spam, though. They'll give it a little look, but it's far from a committed play here. And Heroic, well, finally going to get on the board. Crimson, decent work for him. The Eagle, I might have a little look. Just trying to make the way out of Church. It could get expensive still as Mayan will find 3. So you take those. At the very least, just really keeping this pricey. And there might be more to be had there. The drive by Tech9, but Wasso sees off the remaining 2. So sure, Heroic find the round on the back foot. An aggressive position here because Luchov can play relatively far forward. The flash is good on Max. Despite being full blind, he's somehow got away with 2 in that, and they completely shut them out of Banana.
Susp. Spotted, knows there's a couple. Needs to be careful here. Smoke down to make sure that no 9Z players fall. Mayhen's the big man here, it feels like. He's not quite going to be on the balcony. Feels like the most dangerous spot. 1 tap for Mayhen. Okay. And they are now going to be very ready for the rest of this hit that's coming. Flashes in, nothing quite spotted. Crimson will take Mayhen, though, as he sticks around for too long. Max is here to make sure it doesn't get out of hand. So looking good this time around against the lower buy. We'll keep things pretty clean.
Oh.
Nilo with a nice one. Maybe one more, and it's a costly round. They'll be happy with that, but the round itself surely not going to happen. Just got to be careful, though. He does have the bomb. Can reset things here. Oh, Nilo. No. Wait a moment. Brought it down to the one-on-one. Max is absolutely terrified. Nate goes in to try and soften him up, and it actually... Orb trained early. There's a smoke in the way, though. But yeah, 9Z really looking good.
Oh, yeah.
Just about able to spot them out. I'm gonna say it's really quite close. He's not seeing any. Sus with a big find in the apartments. Will still give Heroic some control and even up the man advantage.
Molly down by Mayans actually plays kind of nicely to split up this group. And by him running away quite loud, it actually makes Luchov's position potentially even a little bit stronger. He's going to double back. Under a minute. Smoke on towards Archers will not affect Mayan. The molly will force Luchov out the way, but Mayan's there with the orb. Oh, and he's going to get 2 for it. He's continuing to swing, because why wouldn't you? He's full of confidence. And xCloud
like 3 months, you might even say. I just feel this could be a major cycle for them. Luchov. Wow, timing is brilliant. The aim even better. Absolutely fantastic. Max does have to abandon him, but it is 2.5 kills essentially between them. A really great look now for this CT side.
So I've gone towards Plant Pot. And DGT. Really actually does kind of not want Heroic to kind of dive through it. Nilo get 1, actually 2 for it. Very quick into his apartment, and Molly will meet her, but Luchov's got to be locked down in the defense. Here they line up. Oh my god, and Nilo's left very low. It's not an impossible retake.
Dangerous peak, able to survive it. Luchov also on a dangerous mission. He takes a fair chunk and might just be in here for the long run. He's somehow still alive on 5 HP. Surely got to go down. Here's all these players. Here's all the commotion behind this smoke. Are they going to be ready for him? It looks like it. Molotov comes in. Unfortunately, their own smoke in the way. Luchov does well to find one and another while fully blinded up. Unbelievable.
Now, though, I think for the Heroic have the numbers disadvantage. They're going to try and lean on individuals like Youngster, who continues to struggle, bless him. Really cannot get going. Sus, but Nilo to try and bail them out. We need another Nilo Heroic moment. And that move by Sus, he might just get it. Oh, Nilo finds one of his own. How is this round flipped? But look who's here in quick time. It's Wasso. So I'm going to try and go down. Not planted default. It's back pillar. Nilo. Smoke for coffins. So just a simple left-hand click one over towards CT. It does go front side, but the booster position is good as Max gets 2. And actually, he gets 2 unscathed, which is huge. With the support of Luchov, there's a chance here, but Youngster, Nilo, combination play, and it's all on this man again. He needs another 3K clutch. He's just not got the time. As it'll run out at 9.
Especially with the way that Heroic won the couple rounds, you know. Slight misplays from 9Z allowed them back into rounds or to win a clutch. xCloud with an entry, looks good. Molotov will not do anything, they're way ahead of it, so he's gonna need multiple kills, and he doesn't get them. It will be the retake. I think normally this would probably be a save from 9Z, but they obviously have to give it a go here.
Why not? Give it a look in, see what you can find. Feels now impossible. Did you have 2 full belts of utility? Speaking of, those 2 nades will come in towards Dark, but nothing to be found. xFile playing on top of it. Struggling to get back up. Time is ticking. Gone really, and it makes it all the more better when Nilo gets in behind. 1 for him. Wasso finds his consolation kill.
4 players here as 9Z are actually shaping up for a B here. This is going to get incredibly messy. 9Z waiting patiently, but there's a number of flashes available. Could be good for them. They're going to need to be absolutely perfect and really well timed to take out the guy playing anti-flash. So on and so on. There's a lot of extras required for this to be an effective round for 9Z.
Luchov waiting. Anti-flash for xCloud. Youngster on the corner. Speaking of a flash, it's a fantastic one. Oh!
Be that in like an old cowboy western. Either way, 9Z certainly going to be tough then. They take the heavy eco. They get mowed down in the heavy eco. But they are looking for an early good.
And they come. waiting, smoke in hand here for Crizzen. Flash over, smoke will come down now, but might be a tad bit late as it plumes because Luchov can get out in front of this. Really, really nice work. I think unfortunately for Crizzen, he's got to throw that down a little earlier, or actual contact got to be played from Coffins. And this allows 9Z to take this site. And Luchov's advanced already, so Nilo's retaking. Clearing this close corner can always be quite awkward, but he catches him on the turn with the flash.
Yeah, nice pickup. Their first entry. The big problem is Susp is miles away, so that's really going to slow down your prospects here. Maybe if he eliminates the kill on the side, though, it will take some pressure off of these other players moving in. He does exactly that, but unfortunately, they rush in. They will get caught. It doesn't work. 9Z will win it. Heroic will be kicking themselves. The retake just...
Here also back in towards this awful spot. We spoke about these gun rounds being pretty one-sided in that first half. Max, that's a huge find onto Youngster. Just continue to have a struggling start for him. And they might scale in towards A quickly here.
Yeah, maybe, and it looks like it could be effective. Really, really great openers. Susp going to be left in the pit. We need a strong performance from him because his teammates, again, are smoked off. Going to be late. Oh, Susp, exactly what we wanted. Can the rest of the team pick up those pieces? It's not looking too likely, unfortunately. Crizzen alone, 1v3, and he will move to save. Double digits landed for 9Z.
Yeah, can't really afford to actually give this a go, to be honest, just by virtue of him being the only one with actual money. He smoked out a moto. He might give this a little look for exits. But even then, nothing being given over. He will get Wasso. Is he actually giving this a late look? I mean, he has a kit and a smoke, but it does feel unnecessary. If he dies, we all for naught here as well.
He does take some. He does take some.
That's good at least.
I don't know, man. I feel like
And especially if both of them are the first to fall in this tournament.
Indeed. Nilo going to find here. Swasso Peak, though. They're out long, and they are doing good work over here. They're going to fall. Nilo has to be lightly known about. He's looked so good. I mean, you know, maybe the for sale sign out for this guy. Max does get traded. Over just yet. Xcloud left really low. I don't know why the firing stopped there. Maybe running out of ammo, but I think he would have died if they just kept shooting. 2 versus 2 now. Nilo healthy and got a kit. So it's definitely not out of the question. They're going to have to go about it in their own way, though. Solo missions. Xcloud at range with the AWP. Don't give him the peek. Meanwhile, Nilo coming in from the apps. I think this is about as good as you're going to get. Down goes Xcloud. Nilo got him for 1 now, but...
Minute on the clock. Molly. Was under. Oh, it's actually a nice little stack there that works quite well for Heroic. The late dive by DGT is unexpected for a brief moment. 1.02 to 10, something along those lines. Nilo spamming the smoke. He did actually spot one for a brief moment there. It's actually not a terrible 1-for-1 by Wasso. And there's another behind it. Oh, hang on. This now changes. Gets very close to the big pit player too. And these B site players are going to be drawn on a rotation. Xcloud could and should get traded here. He doesn't. The Tech-9's got to do better. And actually now the last man is this bomb, which it looks like it will just go down. They're going to give him the respect to Plan. So he's done his job. Luchov gets his Plan. He crosses back over towards Banana. Couple of kills in the bomb Plan and a force bite. Not terrible. Winning the round, though, it feels highly unlikely.
So you would say. Time is pretty low. Luchov just needs to give us one quick one. Oh, my God, the dink. DGT is close, he's close, but yeah, he's not able to find any heads. little worrisome for 9Z that they're not able to find those early openers. Nilo walks into the spray thinking he was safe. He will regret that. That is a really big scout to be taking, of course. So all of a sudden, 9Z back into a comfortable spot. I love this from Youngster, though. Cheeky push, really going to catch them. Only one for him. Felt like there was maybe multiple on the cards, but then he's baited them in to more guns. Youngster has saved the round. Absolutely magnificent. Really looks scary. Help out if they get the info in good time. It's all going to come down to the final 30 seconds or so to get this one going. Smoke's now rolling over the top, but there's another one in the way. They're just going to have to go through it. Hope that the flashes are good enough. I say flashes, it's ultimately just a couple. Really does not feel like enough. And X-Floud is in the right place at the right time. Mows them down. Nilo here is dealt with fast. Maybe we are on for 90.
Yeah, potentially. Bomblards are Grisen. Desperate as he spams through. Lack of utility is obviously that real issue for 9Z, just to block off positions. And the double stack lined up as well. Wasso playing up close. So not coming from this direction. Oh, he can't get the second Mayan. You assume should be dead to right. Pistol pulled out, the Glock out and soft. Two Tech 9s, triple AK, and they're going to go quick towards A. 5-on-3, got Youngster on the angle. Actually, that first contact is from balcony. Nilo out towards long. Only a good 4-1. And now Youngster needs to be careful just not to get wrapped. Player in Boilo just slips the net.
Oh, sus. Will it be enough? Youngster caught, unfortunately, with the P2K in hand. And Heroic, the most winnable round of them all, seems to be going against them. A little bit of a retake smoke here. All right. Grisen, ridiculous find through the smoke. Has it saved them? They're bumping into each other here. He's going to go on top of him? Is that what I've just seen? Or did he just hit the box? I'm not quite sure. All the same, Mayan is in the winnable spot, but he's defused the bomb in all of this. X-Floud at the top end of Banana. He's got good backup on the site itself. Be dangerous. Going to be watched for. Heroic will look to keep them at bay, but 9Z with a man advantage.
Play this from here because quite a good advanced position. I don't know if those steps by Sus would have been heard as well from Bauk. DGT is waiting. He's met with a decent amount of utility, flashing a smoke at his feet, and it'll force him back. And Youngster going to get aggressive. I think it's the right move. They've got to go looking for information. Oh, but Wasso, a double from him. An A site taken. The remaining two of Nilo and Grisen. All you can do is save towards B. 9Z are going to find map point eventually.
Yeah, I mean, crazy work. Right?
Point, 9Z, and they're right into that pick. There's some marathon games there. The double OT earlier. 3-map series. Will this one follow that same trend? Max will start by taking a lot of damage to an HE.
Grisen to open. Looking pretty good. Everybody quite unhealthy on the 9Z side of things. They're going to press the attack here to look for a little more. Oh, does chime in. Yeah, there's Max, who is incredibly low. Looks like Heroic might just do it. It's going to need a defying of the odds here.
Oh, B's open. They got to get the bomb though. But then it's Susp. Aim door required against him. Smoke blue. Oh, the spam is not bad either. Molly on the cross. Bomb's got to go down. 18 seconds. It feels difficult not to favor Heroic in this retake, especially with that flank. There's Youngster, denies the plant, and they're just going to stay alive now. The plant going to come through on towards Pillar. Mayan trying to isolate.
Excuse do you have in that sense? So therefore we flip it back on yourselves, I think. Straight into the action though. 9Z will be a little angry, and well, the anger channeled in the right way. All the kills going their way. 5 versus 2. They will get that 13th, just a little late.
It's such a classic, yeah. Sort of choke things, it goes to OT, and then you get that 13th with relative ease. Bit of a spam, damage down towards Mayan and Luchov.
but
even from a spot like this, I mean, right, you assume can't give it a look in. Nilo leaving just one to anchor towards B. It's risky. And that trickle smoke is a sizable gap on it. Molly for Kobe. It's Luchov, a team kill. Not the way they wanted to start. As they're walking into the numbers here. It's going to be a 4-on-4 fight towards A.
Yeah, very quickly going to be thin, though. Heroic with the strength. Youngster as well in a really great position. They ain't going to be heard. Finished. DGT remains alone against 4. Not a chance. Not that anything really matters at this moment other than winning out the round.
Final round of this half, and wow, Pacey seems to be the play for 9Z. And somehow it worked. I cannot believe Soft doesn't get a kill there, and same can be said for Youngster, who gets caught by Max. So a punchy round towards A has worked.
Yeah, I mean, just again, it's totally new to deal with, right? They're just really looking to pick up the pace. It does beg the question in a lot of their games, perhaps, where are these in regulation? Where are these fast rounds sprinkled in? You know, they just do not have the confidence to go for them. Maybe as well, they don't feel as desperate, but they definitely are at this point. Time ticking away. Doesn't look good for Heroic, as they're just... So let's see. Heroic. Maybe they borrow one. Opting to go for the nades instead. There's 4 nades in total down Banana. They will mostly make their mark, and they will indeed drop Mayan, who was expecting to have a chance with the AWP. Not going to be the case.
Nilo for 1. Wasso picking the train, drops the smoke, still under pressure, but Chris will find him despite being full blind. And the remaining 2, nothing really. 9Z can be doing about this one. You sort of may as well play save/exits.
Yeah, feels good, makes sense. Oh, hold on. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. What has happened here? Oh my goodness. I don't believe it. Max has got a kit. He's straight on that bomb. Crizzen just trying to play the bait around. He's holding it. Oh, man, he gets off. Max, though, finds the kill. He's going to have time. He's absolutely got time with the kit.
No. Yeah, that's a really, really quite horrible round. 2 let slip, and it doesn't get any better as Crizzen now going to call from the grave. First 2 fall. Him and Nilo leading the way in terms of the kill department. And Tim and Sus with the first 2 fall. Maybe this is it. 9Z just about to close out their opponent's map pick. Nilo spotted. Wasso can't drop him, and X-Final found of his own back into a 3 versus 3. Need to be careful here. They're over fighting 9Z. They're just giving freebies over. So maybe Heroic will stay alive here.
Potentially. Bomb going to go down. We obviously saw what happened in the previous round, so I feel like 9Z are going to be confident enough to move in for this again, even though it does have that air of futility about it. Another Moto smoke coming in. Molotov is pretty good there, nearly finds the kill. It's perfectly timed, of course, with Luchov, and his move leads another one low. They know where Max is coming from. Down goes Luchov, and Max just...
Happens so consistently. And especially when you see games like this, like yesterday's loss to Sharks and these squandered chances, it makes you question how they ended up winning those games at the start of that they did. But surely 3 opening kills, unlosable, guys, right? Right? No, you cannot lose a 5v3. A 5v2, may I say, after losing a 5v3.
Wasso peek. Feels tense. He's going to get dropped on.
They're going to lose it.
I don't believe it. Smoke goes in. That gives them space to get round, and the aggression is successful. Xcloud is getting kind of run around timing-wise. He's going to get so very caught. He will be annoyed. The peaks weren't too bad, but he just misses the timing on everything completely. Luchov caught in the side of the head. Some of the madness of that overtime seems to have crept in here as these early kills look quite messy. The Glocks start to come out on top as they are really happy to take the fights as well. Bomb not being planted yet, not even being attempted just yet. They will cross in to get that plant going. And I think with that, it's going to be very, very hard to break back into this A site.
I think you might be right. Ooh, desperately trying. Sauce for one. Max, one of his own as well. It is all on the shoulders of Mayan. And Crizzen, they're just playing Ring Around the Roses here. They're trying to dance around site box itself. Mayan just doesn't want to give the fight over. Reload will come through. And just got to play that clock. There is no... As they take con control, this gives them the opportunity. The very easy rotates door open. There's this boost here. Lucho should be dead. That is. But... God, DGT, who just cannot punish.
Yeah, that's kind of wild. So some messy moments for 9Z already. I'm still going to go down on that FAMAS, though, who stood out as the scarier player. It's these long guys who maybe have saved them. Crizzen 5-7, trusty sidearm, and indeed it will pop off. You might be able to get multiple here. They're so very low. A couple of these players at least. Relying on Wasaupeak to lead the charge, and they are letting him do that, really. But this is very, very doable right now. The team kill comes in, the scout gets involved. Where is this last player, though? He doesn't know.
I'm not even too surprised to see them go for that force buy back in, right? Why wouldn't you? But Luchov this time learns his lesson of the previous round, knows that Heroic are playing for some level of con control, and he's ready to fight and he wants more, but this time he'll lose his life. The quick trade from Max is good, keeps the numbers in favor of 9Z.
Oh. X-File with a good find. Nilo with one of his. 9Z have gone heavy on the individual fights. I think maybe expecting an easier round. It's not been the case. The bomb about to be discovered as well, so this is going from bad to worse. I think Heroic, with a lovely, lovely little bit of economic foresight, have really made this work. Surely X-Cloud gets this. DGT is going to check his angles, but when do you ever practice that one? Nice and easy, Max. How has Waso ever gotten away with all that space? That's crazy. That is wild. Meanwhile, the main attack is going to happen towards the B site instead. HG a little late. It's a keen find, as they will be pretty far ahead. Again, the sense of Heroic's timing here is just way, way off against 9Z. X-Cloud still alive, should be able to deny the bomb plant, you would say. Ayan, though, gives it a tap, trying to draw them out, and he does just that. Unfortunately, the kill's not coming in. Luchov, wow, okay, wait a minute. That was the hard one. 25 seconds left to go here. Gonna slowly creep up. They are not the healthiest. They are pretty split as well. Nilo, I think, is maybe...
Is the assumption at the very least. Nilo starts well. Nice shot from him. It looks for a little bit more. The Molly will force these fights forward as Nilo does really well. To get 3 from that.
Really be a good showing for them. So get on over to Stake with the code Meringue for that $10 reload every day for 7 days. Wasaupeak and Luchov, though, they shut me up quickly. 9Z back with a vengeance once they get the guns back out.
Yeah, it feels like such a standard thing that we kind of see. 9Z get on that back foot, and then they really scale and step up. Waso with his second flat there a few times. But also we've seen this side with their struggles to close that map, so it's really hard to feel loads of confidence in them no matter what situation their situation looks like. Youngster and Sauce, instant response. Maybe 9Z just going a little too quick as Youngster finds a second.
Yeah, and Heroic letting the move come to them, right? Looks really effective. DGT, how he's ever found that, I don't know. Felt like there was only room to get a plant if they play this correctly. 9Z, this is kind of how the Sharks T side looked when it was bad, like just really similar stuff.
Yeah.
Getting very predictable. Susp in a perfect spot. Flash is not good enough to deal with him. The AWP here as well looks set to hold the line, and I think between them, surely not.
Okay.
Youngster with a quick...
And one of the points that we brought out in that one was 9Z in regulation when they're on this sort of T side. One of the big problems that we had,
Low encroachment up from 9Z, hoping that the mid-tier buy is going to do something for them. Easier said than done, the boost up at map. Okay, I was going to say not very effective, but bang through the smoke. Yeah. Oh man, the rest of the line though.
On a gun round, like with the Yuto, a couple of pop flashes in, like take from bathrooms control, something feels as simple as that. Luchov, like, just doesn't even consider the possibility of Heroic, despite Heroic fighting Connector a lot as well. Overlooks that position. He's so hard focused on the jump across out towards long. That's the bomb, and yeah, that's the round. Simply put, it should be all into place. DGT does get a trade, but he's done a lot of damage and he's traded very simply by the AWP at range. 9Z, it's not pretty.
No. And it's only getting uglier. However, not impossible here. Only 20 seconds. The bomb can't really stop moving. And then you got Max on 11 HP looking to entry is just really not the wave. 10 seconds. Surely just not going to happen here. Max goes down.
They're off. There's like a bit of pace here. And just as they slow down, that's when Youngster can re-aggress. Short water control is fantastic. Gets them so much information. There is a nice little move out of Monster, though. Oh, hang on. The gap, that's 2 players spotted. That's fantastic information. Bring that bomb on plant B. Max can be contingency policy. He's caught in transition. Yikes. But they still can take the site.
Oh, DGT, nice pickup from him. The advanced position. What is going on here? A wild round. Basso Peak, what the hell's he doing there? You know, they've really put them apart with, again.
Looks very, very good in hindsight. It's incredibly risky. And I think more often than not, a round like that will fall flat.
Possible. Bang. Making a lot of noise. The HE could be pretty devastating, actually. Kind of holding off at the moment. He really wanted to throw it in towards Monster, and, well, it's going to make life hard for Suspects. Flat is here. Can't quite finish it off. 1 versus 1. Tapping things out, see if he's close. He's not. Nade coming in, going to soften.
All of this is being heard by Mayan as well. He looks to get back towards site. He kind of is stuck in 2 minds. It's a good position that he's holding now, but he is on track to being flanked in a moment. Needs to be kind of careful, but he can get one before he falls. That'll be huge, but there's that flank that comes forward. And actually, the whole pistol just falls into place for Heroic. It looks like this lead going to be extended. I can't see Wasso recovering this.
Nah, I wouldn't have said so. Maybe a kill or 2, some money to be made, but...
All but a write-off. He's going to go forward. And actually, Mayan, that scout, does well for 1. Does need to probably fall back here, though, especially just by the fact that he is already tagged. But they're really hoping that he can sort of scare them down in towards Connector or towards Long, where she has a chance against the C4. And there it is. Max will find Susp as well. So it might actually be slotting into place for the Force buy. 2 versus 4 now. Under a minute, and they've got to recover this bomb.
Heroic have messed it up in a big way, unless maybe I'm speaking too soon here. Neilo does get caught. Xcloud not in with an awful chance. He's got that AK, and there's some low HP players, so I don't know if he gets
to fall back, but yeah, they're diving towards A.
Yeah, it really is. Forces them fully out into the open. Luchov, he is kind of isolated. Does some decent damage. The rest of the team able to back him up and make sure his death is not in vain. Youngster and Neilo, the only 2 that remain. Man, on this scout is really looking good. He will eventually fall, as he perhaps lights off a bit too much.
He's in just a second. Maybe no better time as well to go check out Partners at Stake. Use code RANKED over there. $10 reload every day, 7 days. You know the drill. Back down below. On quite a deep offering position for 9Z. 2 out towards long and then a third in support as well. Now they're making the move, and that's when Mayan steps up. Looking for a second. The nade behind it could be pretty good. Landing right on Youngster. The C4 on his back. Fantastic damage dealt as X-Cloud and Youngster are left reeling.
Nilo. Walking straight out, see what you can get away with type beat. He's going to get one. He's going to set up another. Wow, absolutely ridiculous. And it might just be enough to force a bit of a save out here. X-Cloud is in a good spot to maybe cut off one or hold them up, buy some time, do some damage. Beautiful angle as well. Luchov just jumped straight into it for him. So Heroic have developed opting to try and keep everyone alive if they can.
Well, Luchov. This is such a bold move, and he might get a gap. Oh, hang on. 2 on offer here, and there is 2 for him. Luchov, it's a bold move to do alone. But it might just work, because then Mayan can pop off and deliver himself, but Nilo's gone for 2. They love giving Nilo opportunities, and especially when they're 1v1s, because he's going to win out the name duels. 2 found for him, but still an ace clutch required in 40 seconds.
Moving up. Oh, a little stuck. Moving up. Oh,
yeah,
no.
Unlucky.
Yeah. Some kind of a play to come their way.
Yeah, bold angle by Max. Can simultaneously get multiple here or none. Leading towards the latter as he gets tagged through the smoke. And he'll dip back towards Truck. He's playing just in front of it as Wasso. One for him. Mayan's going to get a collat as well. One of which through that smoke, making all the more. The 10. Deep nades go over towards Wood. DGT will lose his life early, but a bit of an information play going to come forward. You can boost in towards, keep eyes trained on Short and Con, but it feels like this is really off the back of Mayan and Luchov. They need to get probably like a kill and a half between the 2 of them, and it doesn't start well as Mayan gets one, but then Luchov immediately falls.
Yeah, this is going to be really important. Mayan on the orb, doesn't quite know where to look. Wings off a shot, surely goes down. We found even one there, but it's enough.
Seaside. Those key things to look at. His boost angle is often so strong, and that's why so has to be the first to fall.
Elo in towards Short once again, trying to be that hero. It'll take some damage off of him. Surely they have to be ready for another crazy Nilo walkout. Passo to find Crizzen. It starts to really look dire for Heroic. Nilo will still manage to find one though. Smoke in the way, still a lot of damage taken, but it's not an awful look for Heroic to break into this B bomb site. The support is slow and nervous. Down goes DGT. Can they stop these remaining players though? I don't think they're going to stop the bomb plant. And Heroic are able to reset the round. It may be doable.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, don't count them out just yet. It's just about Nilo. With him being so low, he's getting active here. Oh, it's labored. It really is. He's out of known quantity. They've just got to find a way to isolate Youngster, but he's going to get his kill. And Elbow's so low, but Luchov's not exactly healthy. What a shot from him. Spam in the wood. It looks like he'll be first to open things up, and he will as Sauce will fall and a molly behind it. Looking for a little more as Heroic slightly desperate to make this lesser buy round work for them. seconds. I think they're just going to dive back in towards B and hope for the best.
Sat still. DGT, that first line here. He's got a bit of support as well, playing anti-flash. It feels like they're in the right place at the right time. Lasso Peak and DGT chiming in. Should be able to see this one off quite nicely then.
Util comes through, but ineffective really to stop the control coming forward as they go for playground. Mayan nearly had 2 lined up there. He'll get X-Flout.
I think your round and game starts to be over. Oh my goodness, you're ridiculous. That is unbelievable from Sus. What a find. 4-on-4 here as they'll look to try and execute in towards the A site. Luchov around the corner, halfway blinded. He's going to peek in himself. I think maybe there was a flash with his name on that was ineffective. And Heroic getting it done.
There's a smoke and a molly to work with now for the rest of this round. This is a bold call to go for a monster dive.
Yeah, the Heroic really going wild with this. Huaso going to go down. Max is ready for someone from short, but there's no one coming. He gets pushed out, and we are indeed going to the overtime again.
It's so easy to predict. 9Z, man. It's just this. It's like it's every map we've seen so far from them in this tournament.
Yeah.
Like they hit map point and they just turn into a completely different team. It happens every single time. Like they've got some individuals, but I'll say it again. I said it at the end of the map. Like you actually have to look towards Max here. Like he has to rein these guys in. And like I know we like talking about the South American loose style of play, but there's got to be some discipline against these European sides. And we just
sort of in it together. No one, there's like no control system of like, yo, this is not quite working. We need to talk about the management, the leadership at the moment. It's just not quite working, guys. It's really looking problematic. I think it's easy to say. Heroic with the lead here as those early exchanges going their way. Probably not what 9Z wants. So can they find a way back in? Not looking to be the case.
But if anything, this sort of works for Youngster.
Can they make it?
It's gonna be close. I think they'll be fine though.
Just about. Jeez.
Unless it gets
very,
denied.
very close. That is crazy. Oh, touchdown nade onto Mayan as well. So that'll kind of lock it in. It's unfortunate. I mean, maybe an argument to just fully send it and try and deny that bomb plant, but I think they had gotten into good enough spots to deal. So, yeah, it is Heroic to take it. 9Z once again not in a good spot.
Nade. I also just want to get up close. Smolly will try and clear away Luchov, who I actually think would, would benefit from taking the molly because that allows Max to get a free fight. That's a nice little play there. Bait and switch.
Yep. Great little opener. Flash comes in as they look to force the issue.
Nilo, speaking of, needs to be careful from connector. DGT. Completely exposed. Like, unorthodox angles are one thing from positions of advantages, but your setup being 2 elevated positions is a really bold decision and obviously doesn't work out. Heroic swing in, flick up and find, and Mayan now in a 1 versus 2. Next to impossible, and I think he might just call for the early save here, but he's also being flanked. He gets the no-scope. That could pull him back in. It's the lack of kit that's the real issue here. Is there one down? There is, but it's in water, which is the worst thing about it. So even despite all this, he doesn't have time. The round's gone. He's trying to draw Crizzen back over. I know there's been a decent run of wins, but I don't read too much. You know, we kind of spoke about it a little bit earlier. Like, you got Vasco twice, Red Canid Academy as well. The strongest of teams prior to that Sharks OT win, which was rough to watch. Crizzen, this time, shut down at just...
Luchov is around. He's got to be weary. Looks like he is, but Youngster takes him. I think he hears the steps as well. As Luchov a little loose with it. That long area has been so exploitable. 2-on-2, bomb goes down. Heroic looking good as Youngster is just taking matters into his own hands. And Mayan on a scout. Surely not. Kit is miles away as well, so he's not going to have much time to work with here. Looks to be a flawless one. And 9Z again in a position of strength. You know, it's not completely insurmountable, but they've looked good.
On that CT side, they never want to take map control. They never want to take fights. And they allow so much control to come through. And this time, Heroic are continuing to keep that pressure on. They know 9Z are scared. They're terrified at the moment. So they're just so easy to isolate. Like, Max goes down. No one's even close to trading him. And it's information on the bomb as well. The game's done.
Yeah. And maybe deservedly so. It's kind of wild. The drop-off must be studied. X-Floud has perfectly thread through, bro. This is going to be a kill on the bomb. Maybe multiple. Indeed, as the players at the front are flashed. Faster's like, yo, I've entered into B, guys. Hello, guys? And they're all just dead behind him. So that will potentially be all she wrote, unless Wasau can keep the strong performance of this round going. Finding gaps in the smokes. Oh, maybe thinking he was stuck on a guy. Not quite sure.
It's got no bomb.
Either way, his chances are done. Giving away that element of surprise surely was his only chance.
Yeah, they just can replenish the util here. They don't have enough smoke to work, but they do have a mod.
Do have that map in hand, so I think that they will also feel kind of fresh coming into D2. Just not letting the same thing happen again. It's pretty hard to play that kind of style on Duster, I'm not going to lie. And maybe leans into them a bit more as well. DGT and Luchov to open things up here as a scrap towards the Xbox for this short control. Has gone very well for them. It's all on Crizzen. The man of the hour found a big ace over on the overpass. Something similar needed here. Not bad there. Does create space for this bomb plan. That'll definitely help them out.
Let's see. Crizzen trying to play around, but it's can't.
A pretty simple A execute as they've got all this space to work with. They'll move quick and on the orb. Difficult to, I suppose, be ready for that in the second round, but he felt like he needed to go for it, and it does give them a lot of options. Finds that first kill, able to play at length as well. So we'll see what they can do, but the bomb has gone down here for Heroic.
Yeah, exactly. Trying to force buy is obviously massively valuable. Even if you lose this round, bomb plot of a few kills can really help, but losing the round might not happen. Heroic off the back of X-Floud's antics and one from Nilo. It felt like there was maybe put on there. Now we're seeing all four play up behind this smoke. It's going to be Max, the captain, needing something. I don't love the push forward. That's why, because B's open, round's done. There's just no need. Like, why? Early upper B control. Oh, they're going to go back-to-back for the same sort of round. That's quite risky on the flip side for Heroic. There's a lot of util here. This time Max will get one, but he runs out of ammo. He is slightly alone for half a second, but Luchov will get over.
Mid, I don't think is necessarily going to be fully expected. Youngster does give it a look, but it's a tough angle to beat unless you're fully sure of it. And Crizzen does get that trade. I thought he was going to be late to the party, allow the reset to come in, etc. He goes down to the follow-up there. So it's a 4 versus 2 pretty comfortably for the 9Z side, especially with X-Floud being low now.
Nilo. First fight, you assume should be kind of easy because Max is low. And he'll get that, but does he expect the second? He doesn't. So Luchov in towards bricks. Nice finds. X-Floud is going to get his. He can really quite quickly scale towards A, but his priority is trying to catch players in transition. One's already crossed, and then he spots the second, which is even more tilting, to be honest. Molly down, CT. He's going to have just enough time to get this Blanc coming through. The nade is kind of nice as well. He's missed the window to Blanc. He's fumbling around with the util, and he doesn't have time to get the kill. He might be able to get Luchov.
Too fancy to it just yet.
Susp actually could get a couple here. That flash, though, it's actually a team flash that denies him getting both, which is kind of tilting, to be honest.
Yeah, I think you can agree. Contact forward here for Mayan. He's scared off the angle. Going to be chased down. Does find it second time of asking. Crizzen biting off a bit too much, but maybe part of the sell. It's going to be the mid to B. The flash is good, not quite good enough. DGT behind it, though. He looks way better. Nilo alone, and 9Z to crush this follow-up round, the post-timeout round. Look good for just a brief moment, but 9Z bring them crashing back down.
Nilo, do you have anything for us with 30 seconds?
Luchov in the right place at the right time, lines them up. Oh my goodness, nearly gets away. He lands bullets on 4 players. But nearly gets away with a crazy round there. Not the case. Mayo in advanced position with him. Oh, wow, what a shot. What a shot. Absolute banger. And looking to do it again as he drops back to the site. Heroic, meanwhile, getting hemmed in now a little. With DGT behind them, ready and raring to go as soon as they show presence in deep short. This is not looking to be anything. You wouldn't expect much from the investment, but they're really getting ripped apart at the moment. I thought that was going to be on as well.
Going towards CT, but blocked. DGT, nade behind. That goes over towards top of Xbox. Nobody there. Crizzen dropping down. It's bold, and it works for one, but Mayen's there. Quick on the trade. Flash behind to give Luchov the advantage in the fight. They're scaling short quickly. Wasso needs to be careful, and he actually does just about round the corner. It's a late move. Mayen's here, but only for one. Luchov looking for 2, and he gets gifted. A youngster just doesn't need to fight there, but the fact that he does is for the lurk out. CT is left open. They made some noise here, and DGT is sort of ready for this fight. But XCloud will still win it out. 2 towards B, which can still be a problem. Wasso's going to try and re-up those defenses, but he knows about falling forward in towards CT could be costly. It's a bit of a move from short. Luchov, nice response. Numbers back level, the trade on towards XCloud. The AWP misses, but Wasso's not. As he's got 3 really quite quick kills. Nilo, a double with the Deagle. But 2 more required with 50 seconds. That bomb needs to be recovered.
Nilo. Slowly encroaching. They are going to give the position and potentially with that the bomb plant, right, if he moved fast. But he is still wary of CT, still taking his time. So I don't think he's going to be able to get anything done here as he goes to move in for the bomb. He does catch a timing. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Max still expected at CT, but the Molotov gives his position away. Forces Nilo to worry, but it's not the best molly. As the bomb goes down, he's going to stop. 11-1, which at the moment is written in the stars, then maybe, just maybe, they see this series off. Max taken down. Mayen is here quick, and he's looked so good. Smoke will come in, but they're looking to really push their way in. It's a nice flash. Very, very nice indeed, just to slow them down on the rotations here. But a nicer smoke, you might argue. Bomb going to hit the deck, as does Youngster. And now XCloud is alone for a moment. The Molotov splits them up. This is not looking good. Crizzen alone. Another round falls.
Mayen, flash, ineffective, his position. And XCloud looked like he slightly turned for a second there, so it gives Mayen nice easy one for him, but everyone was blind, ourselves included. And it gives Crizzen an response back for an opener, and Sauce one of his own 2 to take the numbers for Heroic. Are we finally going to see a second on the board for this T side that has really struggled?
Hopefully. I think they got to make this work, otherwise the game is just over, bro. I think if you can't convert this, I don't know if you can convert anything. But they look set to go into the trap, into the Lion's Den. 2 players on A, some off angles, because you can when it's 8-1. And these are the 2 healthiest players, but they were really banking on no long presence. GT for 1, 15 seconds. A well-placed kill. could have made a difference. I mean, he brings it down to the one-on-one. He kills literally all the guys apart from the one with the bomb, you know. If he just found an awkward frag, it could have changed things here. Where is Luchov, though? He's so late to the party. Youngstar has no idea. Has to keep checking all the angles. He seems pretty locked in on long CT, maybe. Now going to have a little...
He's going to be tested here in a second. Xcloud. There's that first contact, and because Luchav's got that smaller DGT, this could be rough, and it was a double swing. Molly, that is ineffective, and a smoke in front of stairs as well to deny all of this.
Luchov falls. So back into an even situation for Heroic to work from. Also with a good find, though, as he pushes in. He's going to find that bomb as well. The trades keep coming.
And it's time that they really don't have. This reaggress is, it's bold, but I like it from 9Z. And that's why. Because the bomb falls, and surely that's the round. First fight will go the way of Nilo. But you can just keep chaining utility here. And Maya can just play all the way back on towards the deep part of Long. There's the first. Fantastic shot from him. Nilo will scoop up the bomb, but planting surely going to be difficult. He actually is going to get it down. Doesn't have loads of HP. 36 to work with in a 1 versus 2. They line up. Uh-oh. Max being the first to fall is awful. The shot.
Opens. The Mac-10 trying to follow, but will be denied. 9Z, it's all very stressful here, but they might have a chance. Oh, they line up for the MP9. Youngster misses his shot, will get the kill. The bomb site open. Can he survive it here on the Tech 9? No, he can't. That's the bomb hitting the deck. So it comes down to Susp to try and save things.
But I'm not going to completely discount Heroic just yet. We just saw how Magnum 1 and 2 played out.
Coolies put to the test immediately. Oh, and Susp is going to pass with flying colours. I think ran out of ammo at the end there, and Huaso will take him down. Perhaps a bomb plant, but surely not the round you would say. Heroic have got to convert. Huaso's low. It's mostly on Max, who has no armor. So, I mean, everything is against 9Z at the moment. They're perhaps even lucky to get that bomb plant down, given the parameters. P250 needed to have found a headshot by now, you would say. Surely going to go down. He does indeed.
Move by Max. Max, you feel like should be caught by Xcloud here. He is very low, but he's just not even considering that as a possibility. Max doesn't give a check. Kristen gets one. Huaso in trouble. 2 gun rounds. 9-6, 9-8. So as you were touching on, so they sort of really have to be quite careful. But then also, maybe that 9-8 might not even happen. We've seen 9Z go for some interesting force buys. Xcloud, beautiful little...
For that $10 reload every day for 7 days. You've not done so already. Now might be a good time, because Heroic have done this a couple times already within this series. 1-for-1 trade in towards mid. Nice pick up and a bit of early aggression. That's what we want to see.
Very true. Where to from here? You got 9Z, who was set up for an A split again, but this time met with a smoke by Kristen, and I'll keep them at bay. Say, really kind of feels for the confidence like a must-win round. Xcloud repositioning at a good time. Under a minute now as they're looking to pounce forward. Molly down on towards the side. Xcloud will be that first contact. He'll lose his head.
Lovely pickups as they will work their way out of Long. It's going to be a save for the B-boys. And 9Z, they say, rather than just letting almost the rounds come to them, but then you're on the T side, so you can't really do that, right? This is what they fail to realize a lot of the time, it feels. Smoke's going down. Slowly contacting in. The break is there, but there's not necessarily anyone immediately behind it, so they don't have all the info to work with. Xcloud in a good spot to slow them down, but he gets dropped. 30 seconds left. I'm still not sure if they're going to get the bomb plant here.
I'm with you. There's enough bodies to really fight, but the fact that the trades are slightly positive is good. Nilo trying to make a move. He'll lose his life, and it's all on Susp. And I think he's also trying to figure out where is this second player now. Now he knows with that supporting util. It's a good angle, but it's often a one-and-done position. Gets his. Looks to fall.
All right. Crizin lines them up, mows them down, drops the bomb. It doesn't get much better than that. So post-timeout, once again, not going well. Mayan does not respect how much space that smoke was going to give him. Doesn't just give one away, but I think that's a fair trade. Honestly, you found 3 kills, just grab some info for the death. B players push forwards as well. So final 2 players located. That's exactly what they've gone for. One goes down for it. The other
Up to Short to join the group. It really is X-File who is this first initial point of contact, and it doesn't throw. It's obviously been a bit of a bug for a while, but now he's under a lot of pressure. He should be dead to rights, but X-File and Crizin do well for a kill apiece. And Youngster now spots one in towards Short. Missed shot by both him and Max. X-File asking Max's orb will deliver as he gets a second behind it. And a 2 versus 2. DGT. He's made steps. He's a known quantity on the site itself, but Heroic aren't giving him anything for the time being until Nilo swings. Look at the time here, 15 seconds, and the bomb is dropped. All Max can do is save. And
the con and the buy looks. They're just really looking to brute force a bomb plan, which I think they should be able to get away with. Okay, wait a minute. Pistol's looking strong. They faked it out on the plan, by the way, trying to draw them in and go for the fights. And you know what? It is working. All to the script here from 9Z. Once again, low buy.
Sauce. That felt unnecessary. The swing, and he'll lose his life to DGT, and DGT is just a ruse. He's not part of the plan here. They're committed towards going towards A. Exile's got a nice flank brewing, especially the time of it. They just need somebody to slow them down. The Orb of Youngster could do exactly that, and it does. That's pretty important. Exile's making his move. His timing is excellent. Bot main will double back and check. And that'll net an important kill. Crizin can't deny the plant. Nade over. Max tagged, but numbers favor 9Z, and now so does the position. Crizin's creeping his way forward, and he should be able to get the side player. He does. 2 versus 2, missed shot with the Orb. Oh no. They can stick this. There's no kit, so it's a full 10 second, but it's not planted for DGT, and he does.
To the final boss of closing games out. So, you know, it's like the 2 swordsmen meeting here at the end of the movie. It's going to be Heroic with the advantage. Briefly, Wasau Peak, who continues to look like one of the more consistent elements, doing really well to get them back into this round. 2-on-2. Big find from Nilo.
Smoking a molly. Eventually whatever else he can scoop up on his way back in, but Max is given plenty of time for this post plant. Where does Sus decide to come from? It's Short is the angle. If he mollies sight, that could be huge. It looks like he might just try and fight here. That's a big risk. Sus is still committed to the swing. Now Molly needs to be set up. Again, if it goes into a side, it's pretty good. It'll force Max back. Trying to fight around ramp is difficult, and he ticks in the molly down to 6 points of HP. Sus got to go. He does have a kit. He does have an HE. He's not using it. He looks to fight, and he'll win it. Another round is going to go the way of Heroic. Down to the Sus 1 versus 1. Wow. Still have that belief in the OT. Everyone's blind, and it's Crizin who comes on the top for the first. Looks for a second, and he'll find it. Bomb is spotted on that corner. As Youngster will hustle back over, and Nilo will join, but it might not be a committed play here. You got a smoke for the cross, sure. 2 up towards Shaw. It's just gonna be a late split, and if that is the case, this move by Sus is genius, and there it is. 1 for him. He's just got to fight up against the Orb, but keeping mobile is the way to make Luchov's life difficult. Heroic are about to find map point and series point at that, unless DGT can pull off a miraculous 1 versus 3 recovery. He does have the bomb. That's the positive. But Heroic are giving him the site. They're giving him the plant.
Bomb has been planted.
Doesn't matter too much. Bomb goes down. Molotov will slow things. Susp is really late. So DGT is going to have a lot of time to work with. They're all coming in from a similar angle. The elevation play, of course, is the only thing DGT has to deal with. If he can land the shots, that's beautifully clean. He can definitely get this done. He gets the player down below.
From a spot like this, Molly will tick on towards X-Cloud and force him back. They need a flash for the corner if they look to continue fighting through. Max will take this control. Blue Chop, the spam of the smoke is fantastic. This is a really risky play. Pay off. Gets the 5 steps in. The smoke has led to 93 separate kills. And this might just be the beginning of the end.
Could be truly generational here from 9Z in the worst possible way.
Yeah, still a horrible T-side. No two ways about it.
Unbelievable. Crizzen does find a clean one himself. The pressure of the series. Oh, delivering. Susp, if you just walk through, my guy. It doesn't happen for them in the end, and Heroic suffer.